Hello again, and welcome to episode 14 of season 3 of Jazza does a Bob Ross painting just in a really stupid way. That's right, I'm doing another Bob Ross painting with a hook, and this time I'm going to be following along with a Bob Ross video in black and white. I will not see any of the colours that is used, and on top of that, my trusty editor Billy has removed all references, audio and visual throughout the video to colours. Round of applause for Billy, everyone. Yep, that's it. Alright, great. This is, by the way, those of you who don't know, this is Billy. This is a picture of Billy I've prepared earlier. That's not true, Billy just did that in post-production. Thanks, Billy, well done. But I may need to save my praise because he might have picked a very difficult Bob Ross painting and video for me to follow along to. But I'm feeling confident because every time I've done this so far, knock on wood, it's turned out surprisingly well. So I'm feeling hopeful, and this one will be interesting because it's going to leave a lot up to my choices and imagination. After all, it's my world and I can do whatever I want, as a wise man has been known to say. Also, I'm starting to get the feeling that the closer I get to my midlife crisis, the more I'm turning into a desperate, sad rendition of Bob Ross. I'm okay with that. If you are, let's go. Now, he's got some paints already on his palette, and I know there's going to be a couple I'm going to be using faux show, so I'm just going to put those down. All right, we've got liquid white. Why is there blue in there? Probably from that last video where I was incredibly rushed and messy. What the f***? Jeez Louise! Yeah, no, that'll be about right. He's definitely going to have a black, and he's definitely going to have a Van Dyke brown.
I thought today we'd do a painting that has some nice mountains in it.
That sounds lovely. Let's jump into it.
And run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with me. As they're doing that,
it's almost like there's something suggestive happening that we're not allowed to see. Bob, what are you, Bob? put it away, Bob. The cadmium yellow, I mean.
Let's just do a quick little happy sky here, and then we'll spend most of our time working on mountains today.
Oh my God! Look, that's what the color looks like. That's what I'm. Oh no!
We'll start with a little touch of the.
It sounds like an alien language. A little touch of the...
And we'll start right at the top, making our little crisscross strokes, little X's.
I don't have a lot to go by. Let's start off with the Phthalo Blue, the trusty Phthalo Blue.
And you can always make it a little darker. If you want it a little darker, you can add a little more.
You can add a little more. Good idea, Bob. That's Billy's preparation, getting ready for this video. Thanks for the alien language inserts, Billy. It's a nice touch.
And maybe we'll have a little water underneath our mountains. I love water. So without cleaning the brush, we go right into the...
That's the same color, and I think it's Phthalo Blue. Oh, if anyone knows Bob by this point, it's me, because I keep misrepresenting him aggressively anytime I do anything related to Bob Ross. Sorry, Bob.
But by starting at the bottom and working upward, this should be a little darker than here.
Little darker at the bottom, working our way upward. I think we're doing pretty good so far. I'm feeling confident. I don't know what it is. I really feel like my soul is turning into Bob Ross here. I can feel the Bob energy. Bobagy. Trademark. Copyright.
Let's wash our old brush off. And as you know, we wash our brushes with
odorless paint thinner. I knew it.
And just beat the devil out
of it. See, we're in sync. Let's
take a little bit of the...
What's it going to be? What's going to be? There'll be something sienna, raw sienna. No, alizarin. I always hear lizard crimson, but this says alizarin crimson. But I still feel like he says lizard crimson. But I can't check because I don't. It just sounds like... So, you know.
A little bit of the... And some... Maybe even a little...
There's four colors. Oh, what's it gonna be? I'm gonna guess he said a little bit of a lizard crimson, a little bit of raw sienna, a little bit of a little bit of cadmium yellow, and a little bit of phthalo green.
Very dark. It should look black.
Should look black. Great. Okay. I need Van Dyke brown.
Really put a little shape and some flavor into your mountains. They're more interesting that way.
I'm happy with the shape. I'm copying the shape fine. I just, I mean, he said it's nearly black, so there's not a lot of room for mistakes yet, but I'm starting to feel a little more uncertain.
Mountains should always be more distinct on the top than they are on the bottom.
Got our mountains softly blending into the water base below. This is looking lovely so far. This is a lovely experience. I just have no idea if I'm picking the right colors, but again, not a lot of room for error at this point. I have a feeling I'm nailing it. Now you get to watch me slowly and dramatically lose confidence through the course of the rest of the video.
Let's highlight this with just today.
I'm going to assume he's just said, let's highlight this with liquid white, because, well, I can see it's white. I just love the way it sounds when he says it. I mean, people talk about how soothing Bob's voice is, and I don't blame him. I mean, just listen.
Let's highlight this with just today.
Yeah. It's like ASMR. You get the tingles.
So it will vary. If you're left-handed, try it both ways and see which way works well for you.
Oh my God, he's so charming. It's even more charming in black and white for some reason. I wonder if I'm more charming in black and white.
Bring it back, son!
No. No. No, that's almost worse.
There we go. See?
Oh, yeah. This is satisfying.
Angles
It's even
are
more
very,
satisfying
very
when you can
important.
take your time on it
Very important.
and try and make it look good, which, you know, maybe I should do more of that. There's an idea.
This shadow you want to bring distinctly through it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Look at that.
Bring it distinctly through there. I stuffed it up. Ah! I'm mixing it. I don't want to mix it. Nope. Buggered it. I'm over smoothing. I should leave it. I'll leave it. Except I haven't done this bit.
Because light's only going to strike. It'll give an angle when it comes through here.
His mountains have like darker edges, and I've stuffed all mine up. I'm going back, Bob. I'm going back and darkening some of my edges. I know this is, oh no, that's too dark. Turns out the biggest art challenge of all is painting a Bob Ross painting video, just not like an idiot. Does that improve it? I think that sort of worked, maybe. Yeah, no, maybe not. I overdid it. His has got like a nice bit of shadow back here. I feel like I need to scrape some of this away. Did that actually work? I think that actually worked. That actually worked. This is working. The hell? I like it. I dig it. I'm into it. If I was watching this video, I would like it. I would like the video, and I would probably subscribe because this is so thoroughly entertaining and also well executed. It's not a request.
There we go. Now let's have some fun.
All right, he's moving on now, and he's going to use different colors to create some contrast and tonal interest, and this is where my confidence is going to start dropping again. But we're doing well so far. I'm really confident that what I've got looks like what he's got, so let's keep going.
We'll just use our...
Yep.
and add some to it.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that is.
Just whatever. We're just looking basically for a dark color.
Maybe we'll get some green. Sap green. Bob will often use a sap green. Let's throw in a sap green, shall we?
Put a little bit.
A little bit of what? Is it blue? Is it blue?
There
Bit of
we
blue,
go.
bit of white?
Just to sparkle it up some. A little bit of...
I don't know what I've done here. Doesn't look very good. It's not very dark. Mine just looks like it's not that. He did not make this color. This looks like a poo brown, but it's not even like a nice poo. This is like a you don't eat enough fiber or vegetables poo. This is like a dehydrated in the desert, about to die, barely got it out poo. Let's liven up this poo. Bit of green, bit of brown. I'm going to be improvising a bit to see if I can make up for my lack of instruction. Don't think it's working. Now it just looks like bloody poo. I gotta go back. I'm gonna start panicking. It's too much pressure, Bob. I'm wiping up all my poo.
We'll just use our...
I'm gonna go lizard crimson, sap green, a little bit of Van Dyke brown, a little bit of white. I think this has got to be closer. All right, I gotta commit, guys. I gotta commit to this. All right, grab my brush. Let's do this. I feel like I'm on the right track here. It's got the right amount of contrast.
If you want to make it look like little trees back here, lift gently upward in little short tiny strokes.
Tiny little strokes working in layers. I think that does it. I think that, oh, my confidence is back!
A little touch it. I put it in there only to thin the... Now I'll be right back. Get a little touch of the brown. Little touch of...
I don't, yeah, no, I'm lost.
And then let's go up in here.
He's doing the water edge thing.
And I'm scrubbing quite hard.
Yeah, it's got to be like a blue, doesn't it?
Little sandbars and all that.
Wait, he said sand. That's a color. I'm going to start again. And he did grab a color that we haven't used yet, and we haven't used any yellow. So, a little bit of white, a little bit of ochre, yellow ochre, and I'm going to grab a little bit of cadmium yellow.
So when you're out in your canoe fishing, this is where you want to go. I love to fish. I catch one and I put a Band-Aid on his lip and give him a little CPR and pat him on the toot-toot, put him back in the water.
Oh, Bob, you're so charming. Except that the actual image of giving a fish CPR isn't so charming. But Bob could say anything and it would be charming. I like to watch the zebras making love in the wild African fields. And while I do, I like to eat raw frogs' faces while they're still alive and give them a little kiss on the leg. That's what makes me happy. I love animals. Oh my God, what is wrong with me?
Let's take some little of this. Any old dark color you got.
Now we did just sort of say any old dark color, and I think this is just sort of, you know, this looks like any old dark color to me.
Put a lot of color on that. A lot of color.
A lot of color.
This is a nice way of...
Yours is way better. Mine's not very graceful. I feel like I've got too much paint on there, but you said to put a lot of paint on there. Now I've got too much paint on there, Bob. You're a hard act to follow, Bob. I'm doing my best. It's not working very well, but see where it gets me. Oh, I don't want to lose my mountain detail. I'm overdoing it, but I feel like I need some tree definition. I'm pushing my way through. Come on, tree, live. I know, I overdid it. I'm overdoing it. I gotta back away. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. No, I just went back and did more. I'm gonna leave it there. Just need to do a little bit more. Okay, I'll stop. No, I won't. Oh no, I went way too far. I gotta stop. I gotta leave it. Let's move on. What's next, Bob?
We'll go right into that dark color.
Now, what dark color was this again? I don't know, but we'll use it.
You know, all we're doing is just filling this in. You could do this with your shoe. It doesn't matter.
Really? Holy shit. Actually works. That was a great gag, Jazza. That was a really great gag because Bob Ross said you paint with your shoe and you pretended to paint with your shoe. That was really good. Ah, quality content. Try and stop me.
Whatever.
You said it. You said it, Bob.
Let's go through some of the...
I'm going to guess that's a yellow of some sort.
Maybe you want to show spring. Let's take a little of...
I'm guessing cadmium red. That's a spring color if I ever saw one. Look at that. Springs right out into your eyes and make you feel happy. Boom! Sprung.
And mix it right in there. It'll make a very bright, shiny... Hurt your eyes if you're not careful.
Ooh, don't want to do that. That'd be crazy, Bob.
We're going to call this one finished. From all of us. Happy painting. And God bless my friend.
Ah, Bob, you're a charming fellow. So we're going to call this one finished. I've done it. I've followed his whole video, and with zero reference to the colors on his palette, I'm feeling pretty bloody confident that this is going to look very close to that. But it's time to find out. Hey! It's almost exactly the same. My mountains are my little foothills are a little redder, but I mean, like, come on. Yeah. I mean, this was an easier one to follow as far as getting close to what he's doing because I could see the whole thing and go at my own pace. I just had to guess the colors. Speaking of the colors, let's go back to the start of the video. I need to know if he says lizard crimson or alizarin crimson.
Use the old 2-inch.
Alizarin! It's alizarin! I always thought it was a lizard. I thought it was lizard crimson. Well, I learned something today. I learned that you don't actually have to... I don't know what the specific lesson is. Sometimes if you follow a Bob Ross video in a stupid way, it ends up pretty cool. I guess I learnt that. And that's a lovely lesson to learn. I also learnt that it's called alizarin crimson, so... I hope you enjoyed this video and the final result. This is going to be my best Bob Ross mimic to date, even with the handicap. Speaking of which, let me know if I went too easy on myself here. If this was a bit too classic Bob Ross. If you want me to give this a go with some more extreme colors that he uses that I won't know, maybe it goes a bit more wild and I have to guess something a bit more insane, or just something completely different. By the way, this video was actually suggested from a comment in one of my last videos. Someone suggested that I do reverse colors, but I thought the black and white thing was a good way to warm up to that. But for some reason, I'm really enjoying copying Bob Ross with a twist these days. And I hope you are too. Oh, Bob, you're the gift that keeps on giving. And I'm a man who keeps on taking. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you're as proud of the end result as I am. Subscribe for more fun with art and creativity of all sorts here on my channel, and there are more videos over there you might enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.